Hello guys and girls, welcome back to the Racing Line for another circuit guide here on iRacing. This is week 11 of Season 1 2022 in the D-Class Fixed Touring Car Challenge. Once again with me, driving the Honda Civic Type R. I can't believe we're on week 11 already. 2 weeks to go. Here we go. This week's circuit is Oulton Park, the island layout, and the date and time is set. It's the 1st of April 2022 at 20 to 2 in the afternoon to match the official race time sent out on the Season 1 PDF. All circuit guides use sprint setup, same format as before. Breakdown lap, followed by a full speed uninterrupted lap, followed by an offboard lap, and as usual this is filmed before the week has begun, so it's difficult to compare lap times. So let's see if we can help you guys find some time around this tricky, narrow, hard to overtake on circuit. If you want to see what racing you can expect, don't forget to check out the RLTC Media Day where we raced around this exact circuit. Now, here we go, breakdown lap. First braking zone, look for the gap in the fence on the left-hand side or the gap in the banners on the Armco. Dab the brakes, down to 4th, get it turned in and coast in towards the apex and then start accelerating as soon as you hit that apex point, keeping 2 wheels on the grey stuff on the exit, otherwise you will get a 1X. Very stingy on 1Xs around here. Next braking zone, you can see just as the track dips away, you're going to brake just before that in this Honda. Dab the brakes, down to 4th, get it turned in and then just coast in and then put the throttle back on at the late apex phase of the corner. Again, being careful not to get a 1X on the exit, very stingy there. Over to the left-hand side now, a tricky braking zone to spot. If you just look as you're climbing up the hill, you can see 2 brows of a hill, one on the left and then one further ahead. The one further ahead as the track dips down again, that's our braking zone. Hard on the brakes, down to 1st, coast in, and then as soon as your car is predominantly facing the direction that you want to go, so diagonally or straight on, that's when you need to plant the throttle and get the best exit you can traction wise in this front wheel drive machine. Next braking zone's an easy one. It's the 100-meter board, hard on the brakes from 5th down into 2nd gear, braking in a straight line, holding it tight to the left. We'll do this in slow motion. You can see hard on the brakes, down to 2nd, get it turned in as close as you can to the tyre wall without hitting it, coasting in, dab the throttle, lift off to get it turned into the next one. Dab the throttle again, get over to the left-hand side as soon as you can. You can see full throttle, and then we're going to lift off one more time. Not fully, we're still keeping a bit of accelerator on, and then we up to 3rd gear as we hit that apex, and now we're full throttle on the exit. Again, there's a 1X on the exit there, so be careful. Flat out all the way through here, holding it tight to the left, slowly drift over to the right and back over to the left to this apex here. This braking zone is a bit of a difficult one. It's on the other side of the circuit, that green square. It's at this point we brake, so about 3 car lengths back from that green square, down into 3rd gear, hit that first apex and then accelerate all the way through the 2nd apex. Full throttle in the Honda. On the left-hand side, stay here now for the final corner. One more braking zone and it's just as our car fully passes this arrow board on the left. Hard on the brakes from 5th down into 2nd gear. You can see 100% brake pressure there, down into 2nd, get it turned in, start accelerating out nice and smoothly on the throttle. You don't want to go flat out there as it's easy to understeer. Up the hill, holding it tight to the left hand side and across the line for a 1:27.8. Let's go through that again now. Full speed uninterrupted, looking for the gap in the banners on the left hand side or the gate in the fence. Now dab the brakes, down to 4th, coast in and then start accelerating just before the apex, getting in 4th gear, keeping that speed up through that corner, being careful not to lose the rear end. Hold it tight to the right now and just before the track dips away, dab the brakes, down into 4th, get it turned in, coasting in, still patient on that throttle and then go as soon as you feel like you're going to make it without getting a 1X on the exit. Over to the left hand side now, wait for the track to dip away. 1, 2, there it is, hard on the brakes, down to 1st gear, get it coasted into this first apex. Now we're pointing in the right direction. We're going to accelerate out as soon as we can in 1st gear, up to 2nd, up to 3rd, up to 4th, all the way down this straight, holding it tight to the left hand side, looking for the 100-meter board. There it is on the left hand side, hard on the brakes, down to 2nd gear, get it turned in, coast, dab the throttle, lift, turn in, accelerate, and then we're going to lift again, not fully, accelerate, 3rd gear on the exit, and then away we go up the hill, flat out all the way through this section. Hold it tight to this left-hand apex, and then the track will naturally drift you over to the right. And then you want to get it turned into the left again, looking for that green square just before it. Dab the brakes, down to the 3rd gear, hit this first apex and start accelerating as soon as you do. Holding it tight to the right all the way through that double right-hander. Now we're going to be on the left-hand side. We're looking for the arrows on the left-hand side. There it is. After that, hard on the brakes, down to 2nd gear, get it turned in, and then smoothly apply the power on the exit so that you don't understeer too wide on that grass. That is a common place where you'll see people go into that wall and across the line for a lap round Oulton Park Island. As usual, that is pretty much it from me, so I'm going to leave you with this offboard lap. Don't forget to keep those likes and comments coming in and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Before I forget, also don't forget to check out our 5K competition where you can win a car or track of your choice, paid for, of course, by us here at the Racing Line. To enter, all you need to do is sign up using the form below in the description. It's a free event. It's on Saturday the 5th of March. It's using a free car. It's using a free track. There really is no excuse. It's just a free event for you to enter Saturday afternoon. and you might win a car or track of your choice. And if you don't, then it was just a bit of fun. Who cares? As usual, that is pretty much it from me. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Come on, people, 10k by the end of the year. That's what we're aiming for. If I don't see you on chat this week, then I'll see you next week for the next video here on the Racing Line. Peace.